What's up, boys? Day782 here with episode 18 of the Brooklyn Bellows franchise mode here at the beginning of the 2024-2025 regular season, year number 7 in Brooklyn Bellow history. Looking around the NHL, just before I begin this episode, I was just taking a look at teams that have changed because of free agency. And man, the NHL is a scary place. Robbie Fabry is on the Anaheim Ducks. The Toronto Maple Leafs have Leon Draisaitl, Austin Matthews, and William Nylander on their first line. On defense, they also signed Jake Wallman, so that was a big offseason for them. They have a great goalie, 89 overall, to a $3 million contract. So just the NHL is looking crazy. There were some big signings in the offseason. There are some great teams like the Red Wings that have 90s on their first line. Just wanted to quickly, I don't want to go through all that because that'll take a long time, but just to say there are some big changes around the league that we're gonna be seeing this season. So before we start simulating this one, I want to go as quickly as possible. Chris and Yells, he's telling me that Merzlikins, who was going to be our backup goalie, is no longer required. Because here's the thing, in Burnaby we have those 3 goalies. I thought Blumdahl, who was a 66 overall, was going to grow more slowly than he has. But at 75 overall, what if I just call up Blumdahl and make him my backup with Thatcher Demko? That way, in Burnaby, I can keep Chimera and Grantham both playing. So I think I'm probably going to do that in this one. I'm going to get rid of Elvis Merzlikins before... Man, you know what? I'll give him a game. I'll give him one game against the St. Louis Blues. Thank you for moving to Brooklyn. Thank you for moving your family here. The least I can do for him is give him 1 start. So give me a nice win and I'll send you to a good team. Come on, Elvis. Here we go. First period against the St. Louis Blues, 2-2 game. Goals for DeBrincat and Benson. Second period, nothing. Third period, okay. Being outshot. We kill off that power play. Then a nice goal for Shane Gersich, 3-2 for the Bellows. Power play, Leipzig scores on Merzlikins. 3 goals against on 31 shots. Power play for us. Another power play goal for Benson. This was the last one on the power play? I don't know. And then a goal from Mark Scheifele, which is nice. 2 goals for Benson now. And it ends 6-3. DeBrincat gets the empty netter. And 2 goals for Benson, 2 goals and an assist for DeBrincat, goal and 2 assists for O'Reilly. We win that one by a score of 6-3. So thank you, Elvis. 1 game, 1 win. But now it is time to trade you. Another comment that I got last episode from the other Chris C. Dark Knight, he's telling me that we should go after Alex Ovechkin for the playoff push. He has 1 year left at $7 million. Make them retain some salary. He would be a big guy to get in our lineup. Power play expert maybe, something like that. So I'm going to look at getting Alex Ovechkin. The thing is, I don't know where he'd play. He'd probably bump Byers down to the 4th line or something, which I'm not happy about doing, but come on, it's Alex Ovechkin we're talking about here. So if I can get the Bruins to retain like $3 million to make him cost 4.4, I'll give you Elvis Merzlikins. I'll throw in a goalie prospect, so let's say Damphousse here. 55 overall, 19 years old, medium starter potential. Took him in the 5th round, Raphael Damphousse. And then I'll throw in a couple of 4th round picks. What would you say to this? Merzlikins, Damphousse, and 2 4ths for Alex Ovechkin. They would accept this. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm not going to try to milk anything else out of it. Alex Ovechkin coming to the Brooklyn Bellows for Merzlikins, Damphousse, and 2 4th round picks. Thank you very much, Boston, and it is official. Alexander Ovechkin, welcome to Brooklyn. Let me fix up the lines and get him in there. So I'm going to experiment with the lines like this. Ovechkin on the top line. I'm not sure if that's really going to be the best. I might transition him down to the 2nd and then put Janssen back on the top line. I'm going to try Ovechkin on the top just for right now, see how he does. Connor transitions to the 3rd, Gunter over to the right wing, Byers, Shaw, Pelletier, the classic 4th line. Scratches will be Canzanello and Carson. I don't like scratching Carson, but it's just short term. Barron remains the same, defense remains the same. Special teams power play looks like this. Ovechkin comes on to the 2nd pair at the point. Might move him over here with, yeah, actually I will do that. Ovechkin over here and Connor at the point. Yeah, we'll try it like that. Blumdahl, Vesa Blumdahl, the 5th round pick in 2022. He is our new backup goalie, an eventual starter once Thatcher Demko gets up there. AHL lines look like this. I don't think anything's really changed there. And we are ready to go, boys. So going up against the Arizona Coyotes here in Arizona. Let's see how Ovechkin does in his debut with the Bellos. He hasn't played a game yet this year, so all his stats will be with us. DeBrincat scores 54 seconds in on Anton Forsberg. First period, we're up 2-1. Marner and DeBrincat. Evander Kane scores for Arizona, so I guess the Sharks traded Evander Kane over to the Coyotes. Galchenyuk scores to tie up the game. Second period, 2 more goals for us. Gunter and Ovechkin in his debut. He scores 1 to give us the 2-goal lead. We're now up 4-2 thanks to Ovi. 5-2 thanks to second goal of the night from Dylan Gunter. 5-2. 6-2 now for Kyle Connor. We're just smiling with Anton Forsberg here, exposing the EA algorithms, putting 78 overalls in nets. These teams that put these garbage guys in nets, and other teams have 690 overall goalies. And this one ends 6-3 for us, the 3 stars. Gunter with 2 goals and an assist. Connor a goal and 2 assists. And Alex Ovechkin, 1 goal, 1 assist. 2 goals per period there. So now we can really begin the simulation of the regular season. We're going to bring it all the way up until this game against the Blackhawks. We'll simulate a good 2-3 weeks. So we are 4-0 to start the season with 3 straight 6-3 wins. So that's nice. 5-0 now through our first 5 games. 6-0. That's 4 out of 5 games where we score 6 goals. Beat the Flyers. We beat the Golden Knights. We're 8-0 to start the year, boys. This is a crazy start. Florida Panthers lose 5-3. So okay, we start the year with 8 straight wins. And then we drop 1 to the Panthers, so a very nice way to start off the year. We beat the Senators 9-1-0 through the first 10 games. We shut out the Rangers. We beat the Stars 11-1-0. This is a crazy start for the boys in Brooklyn. We come against them now. They are 6-5-0. Not sure if Blumdahl will start this game or the next one, but Vesa Blumdahl, bro. BPU Suglobov. First period, goals apiece, Connor and Bracco. Bracco signed with the Blackhawks. Second period, nothing. Third period now. Goal for Andreas Janssen on Jussi Soros, the old pig himself. We've gone through a lot of goalies in Brooklyn, but Janssen gets one. And Swissel ties up the game with just about halfway through the third. 5 minutes left now, tie game. Who's going to step up? We're out shooting them quite well. And we are headed to overtime. No, we're not. It's Shane Gersich with 26 seconds left. And the Brooklyn Bellos win it in regulation. Another huge game. The third line is just clicking. Gersich, Gunter, and Connor, they are just clicking out there. So we're going to continue simulating on. Let's go see the LA Kings, our old friends there. We'll see Thomas Hertl. Sherbak versus Hertl. We shut out the Jets 4-0. So either Demko or Blumdahl, I'm not sure. Then a 2-0 shutout. Back-to-back 2-0 shutouts. The defense is smiling. Vesa Blumdahl is unstoppable. We are 15-2-0 through our first 17 games. What is happening? Let's go to LA, boys. Let's bring this momentum to LA against Thomas Hertl and the Kings. Well, we like Thomas Hertl. But let's see what Sherbak has to say against his old team. First period, 0-0. Second period, 1-0 Kings from Trocheck. Demko's in nets. Yeah, actually it was Blumdahl who did get the shutout, I think, because Demko was in nets when I was simulating last. Big goal in the power play from Hampus Lindholm. Ties up the game, 12.5 minutes left at that point. We're down to 7 minutes left now. Power play for us. Power play goal from Alex DeBrincat. Huge goal with 5.5 minutes left. And then Gunter makes it 3-1. What is happening? We are up 3-1. Huge 3-1 win. The 3 stars, Demko, DeBrincat, and Lindholm. We are smiling in Brooklyn, boys. Let's just take a pause and check out the points. We have 32 points through 18 games. Mark Scheifele is leading the way in points with 23 points. Who else is up there? DeBrincat 20. Ovi with 20. Janssen 18. Marner 18. Kyle Connor 16. Sherbak 14. Dougie Hamilton. Dylan Gunter, he's there. Welcome to the Bigs. Benson, Gerchis. The only negatives are the fourth line. Byers, Shaw, and Pelletier at -6s. Byers has 5 goals, Shaw 5 assists. Robertson, Byram +14. Axel Anderson a +4. All right. Neil Carson played 2 games. Oh yeah, that was at the beginning of the season. Let me see the goals, bro. I need to see them. Vesa Blumdahl, bro. 2 wins. Forget the stats. He has 2 wins. He is 2-0-0 with a shutout. But really, it's Thatcher Demko, boys. 13-2-0 with 3 shutouts through 15 games. 1.95 goals against average. 934 save percentage. That is just crazy. Grantham 8-3-1 in Burnaby. Chimera struggling a little bit. And Sheldon Crowder, wow, 28 points in 18 games. He may crack the NHL before the end of the year. Great to see that from Sheldon Crowder. The defense is smiling. Some negatives, a lot of negatives actually, but yeah. Grume Morris, man, I thought he was going to be great. He scored 114 points in 68 games in the U.S. Then he came here and he never really did that much. Emiliano Grume Morris, 97 passing. All right, boys, so we are smiling. We are 16-2-0. Now let's go see the Boston Bruins as Ovi goes against his team, the team that eliminated us last season. Let's teach them a lesson. Edmonton Oilers, we lose 5-2 against them. Both losses this season, our two most recent losses are always, they're both 5-2. We lose against the Canadiens in a shootout. We beat the Penguins 2-1. Oh, I should have gone to see the game against the Predators. Concussion for Brendan Benson, yikes. So that puts a bit of a dampening on things, but it's okay. Barron will slot into the lineup on the bottom pair with Anderson, and Robertson will move up to the second pair. We'll continue simulating 1-0 loss against the Predators. Of course, Suglobov gets a nice shutout against us. Beep you, Suglobov, bro. You're never going to go anywhere. I can't wait to destroy you in the playoffs. You're never going to win a Stanley Cup, bro. 3-2 shootout win against the Minnesota Wild. You know what, you guys, your ring. Enjoy the big B on that ring for Brooklyn, bro. Oh, okay, so now we're up against the Boston Bruins, who are 10-8-4. Let's see what Ovi has to say against his team of the last 2-3 years, and the team that eliminated us last year in the first round. First period, we're up 2-1. Second period, we're up 4-1. First period, we had goals from Byram and Marner. Mammon, who are you? Second period, Janssen and DeBrincat. Third period, I'm ready to chance it. Ovi and Dougie Hamilton as we win 6-1. How do you like that? And we'll continue on simulating. Let's go see the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're a very good team. They're 15-6-1. We beat the Islanders 3-1. We lose against the Flames 4-3. I want to go see the game against the Capitals, actually. Roby Shaw pulled groin. Assistant coach can replace him. We shut out the Red Wings 5-0. Let's see what the Capitals have to say. The defending Stanley Cup champions with Chittle and everybody, all the boys. Let's go. First period, nothing. Second period, goal for Eric Byers on Braden Holtby. Up 1-0. Power play here in the third. Capitals kill it off. Another power play for us. That gets killed off once again, holding on to a tight 1-0 lead with 5 minutes left in this game. Will that one goal from Byers be enough? And it will be, as Cal Connor adds the empty netter, and we win this one by a score of 2-0. Shutout for Thatcher Demko, 27 saves for him. And now we will continue on. Oh, yeah. What's with the pulled groins, man? So Neil Carson will come into the lineup, and Pelletier will be fourth line center. He's capable. We'll continue on simulating. We lose 3-1 to the Hurricanes. We beat the Lightning 4-3 in a shootout. We are 23-6-1. Ducks want to give me a 4th and a 5th with Troy Stetcher for Stokes and a 7th. No, thank you. We beat the Canucks by a score of 2-1. Gersic is available. I'm going to put him back in for the game. I'm going to put him back in for the game against St. Louis. Unless I missed it. Yeah, I did. But we beat the Devils 4-3 in a shootout. We beat the Blues 2-0. I'm happy I have Demko, bro. Beep you, Suglobov. I don't want you. I'm glad being Ovi just leading the way. What an absolute tank out there. Let me fix the lines for Burnaby and for Brooklyn. Sheldon Crowder, 39 points in 33 games. We're going to go on to the game against the Maple Leafs. Up against the Coyotes here. Of course, bro. I'm not going to say anything. Broken EA, bro. You don't put the guy back in, and everything falls apart. You do put him back in, he gets injured right away. Whatever, bro. Sorry, Benson. I guess you're out again. You're going to be injured again. 4-3 win against the Coyotes. The Maple Leafs are 24-8-1, so this is going to be a good test as we go up against them right here. First period, nothing. Second period, goals apiece. Gunter and Matthews, two great goalies, are playing right here. Third period, it is tied 1-1 between two very good hockey teams. Shots are pretty even. Power play for the Maple Leafs that we kill off. Very good. And a goal for Hinostroza. Vinny Hinostroza. 9 minutes left. Another goal. Hey, 2 goals for Vinny Hinostroza. 82 overall BPU. And that's probably going to be all she wrote. And it will be Ordio in the empty net. So we dropped that one to the Maple Leafs. Benson, it's sad not to have Benson. I'm going to simulate to January 1st, and then we'll take a look around the league. We lost 3-1 to the Sharks, who are a losing team. Somehow we lost to them, and we beat the Colorado Avalanche 3-2. So going into the 2025 calendar year, we are 28-8-1, a great record for us, which puts us at the top of the Metropolitan with 57 points. Let's check out the team and see what we want to see. Alex Ovechkin, 37 points in 35 games, an absolute tank at the age of 39. Mark Scheifele with 35, Marner with 31, very good, plus 23. DeBrincat with 29, Kyle Connor with 27, Lindholm 25, Janssen 24. Gunter, very nice, 18 points in 37 games here in his sophomore season, on track to break all of his previous points and goals totals. Sherbak sleeping a little bit, 17 points. Pelletier, 13 points in 37 games. Byers with 11. Fourth line struggling plus-minus wise. Gersic with 10 points and a +9 through 32 games, pretty good. Robertson, 9 assists, +7. Byram, +16. Carson had 1 goal in the 7 games that he played. Barron's a +2 through 14 games. Let's see Thatcher Demko, boys. Here he is. He is 24-6-1 with 6 shutouts, a .937 save percentage, and a 1.86 goals against average. Blumdahl's looking good as well. 4-2-0 with 1 shutout. Very, very nice. Around the entire NHL, it is Tyler Seguin who's leading the league with 47 points. Draisaitl on the Leafs has 45 points, somehow. In previous years, he got 47 points, last 2 seasons, but now he has 45 in 37 games. Kuznetsov, Matthews, Kucherov, Tom Wilson has 39 points in 34 games as an 85 overall. Ivanov, yeah, Cam Atkinson as an 82 overall at the age of 35 is a point per game. Grigorenko has 30 goals and 7 assists. That's crazy. Ovi's there, Capo Caco, Svechnikov, all the Bellos. Kokiniemi, 35 points. So it's obviously Grigorenko leading the league. Yeah, 30 goals for him through 37 games. Rookie scoring, any good rookies up there? It is Alexandre Boucher, a 4th round pick in 2022 with medium elite potential, who has 22 points through 37 games. Okay, no one too crazy here. Goalies in the NHL, leading the league in wins, it is Thatcher Demko at 24. Bennington has 21 as an 83 overall. Look at Bennington, bro. 21-6-4 with 5 shutouts. He's an 83 overall. What's the secret stat that makes these guys good? Doesn't make sense. Hellebuck, 90 overall. Michael Novrith, 17-11-2, 80 overall. Come on. But Demko is definitely in the front running for the Vezina Trophy as of right now. In the NHL, we are tied for the league. In the NHL, we are tied for the lead in the entire. In the NHL, we are tied for the league lead with the Toronto Maple Leafs. We are both 28-8-1. They have a few more goals for than us. We have a few less goals against. Their power play is our power play is better, but their penalty kill is better. Our power play is very good actually, 22.6%, one of the best in the league. But our penalty kill at 82.2% puts us, we're about a middle of the pack kind of team. Yeah, we're doing quite well. Our best season yet, that's for sure, as of January 1st. Checking an update on the draft class here. See how the scouts are, what they are telling us. Some medium elites, some top 6s in the top 5, that's weird. Top sixes, yes, 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 all the usual stuff. Any crazy guys? This guy's medium elite at 121. Medium, all the goalies, man. So many goalies that are highly rated. Any gems? We have one bust that we'll stay away from. Okay. Also, another thing I want to do now we're in the middle of the season is contract extensions. I wouldn't mind getting some of those done. Looking at all expiring. So Alex DeBrincat currently making 7.850. What would he want as an extension? Less. Okay, that's good. He wants less. Could I give him 8 years? He does want the extension. If I could give him 8 years at 5.5 million for 8 years, that would be nice. I'd save a couple million. I'd save like $2.3 million on him. Andreas Janssen, could I get him on a deal? Yes, I could. 8 years at 3 point something would be nice. 8 years at 3.350. That would be also a reduction of like 1.4 million. Ovechkin does want an extension. Could I get Ovi signed to an extension? He's currently making 4.4. Could I give him a 1 year, $5 million extension? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that. Barron wants an extension. What would he want? 1 year, 1.7. We'll see. Goalies. Demko's expiring. What would he want? He's currently making 8.7. He's a monster right now. Yeah, if I could just give him 8 years, 8 million, that would be nice. I probably won't be I definitely won't be keeping him for 8 years. But we'll see what he says to that. Because that would be nice to save some money next season. I get back to Brinkat, Janssen, and Demko all for cheaper. That would be nice. So continue simulating. Let's go see the Dallas Stars. They're a very good team, 24-8-5. We lose 6-1 to the Flyers. Okay, so DeBrincat accepts, Janssen accepts, and Demko accepts. Fantastic. Back-to-back losses, which is weird, against the Flyers and Golden Knights. We beat the Panthers 6-3. Then we beat the Senators 4-2 and the Rangers 4-3. So we're 31-10-1 coming into this game against the Dallas Stars. Nice that we're not losing as many games in overtime in a shootout as we were last season. So first period here against the Dallas Stars, 1-1, Scheifele and Gurianov, Blumdal's in nets. Second period, 3-2, Heiskanen and Sagan score, Ovechkin scores for us. We're down 3-2, 3 goals on 16 shots against Blumdahl. 5-on-3 power play, can't capitalize. Come on, boys, give Blumdahl some support. There we go, Mark Scheifele ties up this game. Jamie Benn scores right after, though. 4 goals on 19 shots against Blumdahl. He wasn't really ready, but Demko is just so strong that we're able to rely so heavily on him. Come on, boys, tied up. 3 minutes left. Let's get something late. And no one will do it. We lose that one 4-3. Win some, you lose some. We'll continue simulating. We'll go see a Stanley Cup rematch against the Columbus Blue Jackets. We beat the Hawks 4-2. We lose the Jets 5-4 in a heartbreaker. Probably Blumdahl there in nets. Not putting Benson back yet. Anaheim Ducks, we win 5-2, then we lose the Sabres 4-1. Okay, so we are 33-13-1 heading into this game against the Blue Jackets. Let's see what they have to say to us. Then after this game, I'm going to put Benson back in the lineup. We have a week off until we play the Kings. First period 0-0, second period 1-1. Goals for Scheifele and Foodie. Blumdahl's in nets once again. Let's go, boys. Early power play, 5-on-3. Can never capitalize on the 5-on-3s, man. Hayden scores late, though. And will that be enough for the Jackets to take it? Any late game heroics for us? No, we will not. Who's in nets over here? Korpisalo. Of course, yeah, I trade Korpisalo back to Columbus, where I drafted him originally in the expansion draft. So, of course, Korpisalo puts on a show. Okay, let me figure all this out. So Benson is now back in the lineup. Thank goodness. He's a huge help. He was like a plus 14 before he got injured. Let's go see, after our 1 week break with everyone back in the lineup, how we do against the LA... Oh, it's the All-Star break, that's why. Against the LA Kings. Have to want to give us Olofsson for... No, and a 5th for a 2nd. That's crazy. Kings are 20-24-4. First period here, nothing. Second period, 2 for us. Gersic and Janssen. Burakovsky scores on us. Okay. Happens. Power play. Long power play for us. No capitalizing. We're still up by 1. Power play for us with just a few minutes left. once again cannot capitalize. Will that 1-goal lead be enough to get us the win? It will be. So a 2-1 win for the Bellos. Demko makes 27 saves. Somehow Burakovsky gets a star, even though the guy who got the game-winning goal doesn't. Let's continue simulating. Let's go see the Predators. Why not? Suglobov. Let's teach him a lesson. Capitals want to give us a second, a third, and Steven Santini for Laxinen and a sixth. I'm going to decline that. We lose 3-1 to the Oilers. We lose 6-3 against the Canadiens. Then we win 5-2 against the Penguins. Let's make sure that Demko's in nets here. And he is very good, so here we go. Let's shame them, boys. Don't let Suglobov breathe for a second. First period, Mason Shaw and Suglobov. The fourth line says beep you to him. Second period, 2 goals, of course. Earl Chung scores 2 goals on Demko, and now we're down 2-1. Come on, boys. Power play for the Bellos, 5-on-3, 5-on-4, nothing. Tolvanen makes it 3-1, and then Virtanen makes it 4-1. But yeah, Giovanni Smith, I don't even know how he's even in the NHL. And we get shamed. All right, 5-1. We got shamed. Thatcher Demko, the best goalie in the league, gets shamed. And we can't score against Vladimir Suglobov. That's alright. Who needs him? Let's continue going to this game against... let's go up to the trade deadline, why not? See how we're doing up there and see if there's any changes that need to be made. We'll evaluate the lineup and see what's going on. Injured ribs for Ovechkin. The old man cracked a bone. Happens. So we're going to do this where everyone moves up a line and then Carson will slot into the fourth line. Derek Stepan on waivers, 2 years left at 4.6. He's an 80 overall, 34 years old. Pitts, man. Poor guy. No, thank you. Lalonde for a second and Knights. Who's this guy? Doug Knights, 25 years old, medium top 4 deep potential, 79 overall. Nothing special. Second round pick there. For Lalonde, who I took in the first round. No, I'm going to keep him. Lalonde's one of my better prospects. So we shut out the Wild 1-0. We beat the Bruins 3-1. Ovechkin's back. I'm going to put him in after this game against the Islanders, which we win 5-2. Tommy Laddie 2. No, I'm not going to do that. Ovi back in the lineup. Continue simulating now. Calgary Flames 21, 25, and 10. We beat them 2-1. Victor Raskin a third for a first round pick. No, thank you. Could this be our 40th win? No, we lose 3-1 against the Wings. Could this game against the Capitals be our 40th win of the year? Now the trades are starting to come our way, huh? That's why it's simulating slowly. And that will... Yes, it will be. It's such a slow simulation, bro. EA and their broken mechanics. We beat the Capitals 4-2. We lose against the Hurricanes 4-3. We beat the Lightning 4-1. We are 41, 19, and 1. Burnaby 28, 28, and 5. What? Noel Tonga and Dennis Chipchura for a second, a third, Dickinson, and Harper. Interesting. These are 2 decent prospects here. Dickinson is 81 overall. Top 6 potential is 29 years old. No, that's Pitts. It's because they're a bad team, so a second and a third both have value. Ben Harper, no. Why would I do this? Noel Tonga in Burnaby has 44 points in 61 games. Dennis Chipchura is a 75 overall. Medium top 4 deep potential guy. He's a -17, though. No, thank you. Dennis Chipchura for Knights. No, I'm not going to do that either. Canucks are 28, 29, and 5. Let's shame them, bro. Thatcher Demko against his old team. We lose 4-1, of course. Last 2 games before the deadline. Let's see what we can do. Come on, boys. They're going to give me all kinds of garbage now. Second, a third, and 2/3, and Santini. What are you doing? No, I don't want to update my trade block, bro. Thank you. We lose 3-1 against the Devils. Are you serious? And we beat the Blues 2-1. So we are 42, 21, and 1 coming into the trade deadline. 60 points in 64 games for Mark Scheifele. Let's check out where some improvements may be made on this team. So the first line, flying, the plus minuses are good. If the mechanics can let me move around. Sherbak is the one who's struggling. 8 goals and 17 assists through 25 games. Maybe if I make him a sniper, he'll score more if I change his player type or something. DeBrincat's doing well, though, 47 points, and Janssen's doing well as well. Kyle Connor, Shane Gersich, Gunter's doing well. Pelletier's a 0, Shaw's a -1, Byers a -3. Nothing really to be too concerned about. Lindholm and Byram. Byram is a 0. This pairing right here is monstrous. Benson and Hamilton. I might move Benson and Byram. I might try it like this because Byram and Lindholm aren't doing as well. Anderson's a +16. Wow, and Robertson's a +9. Axel Anderson, what a legend. Blumdahl, what's he doing? He is struggling. He is 5-10-0. Yikes. And Thatcher Demko, though, is keeping us afloat. 37-14-1 with 7 shutouts. AHL, Grantham, yikes, he's struggling. Chimera's struggling. Yeah, everyone's struggling down here, man. Plus minuses are terrible. Sheldon Crowder, though, 65 points in 64 games. Tirvinen's a -27. My goodness. Wow. Wow, that is crazy. Put Grumet Morris down here, maybe. Doesn't even deserve to be there. Healy's a -14. Wow, is the defense that bad? Pekka's a +1. Breland's a -4. Chipchura -18. Just -11. What? That's just crazy. I mean, not much I can really do. That's just nuts. Palin would help it out, but you want the guys with potential to play, so Palin doesn't even have a spot to play, really. Browsing the trade block before the deadline here, I would, if there was a big right wing, if there was a big right wing on the block, I would look to trade for him to replace Sherbak, maybe. But I don't know, I'm not seeing anybody yet. Yanni Gourde, but Landeskog has too much value, sadly. Will Butcher's on the block in Montreal after they just signed him. What kind of contract? 5.59. Sven Bartzy, 36 points in 65 games. No. How many? 1 year left on a $5 million contract. Bah. No one big enough that makes me want to make a trade. Rickard Raquel there. That's a big name on the block. No one big enough that makes me want to make a trade, really. I'm going to see in the NHL if there's any right wingers who have a lot of points with not a lot of value. Ovi, 53 points in 61 games. He is flying. So look at the entire NHL and then go to right wingers and we see who's there. Sid the Kid, 71 points. Atkinson, 62 points in 62 games. He's 82 overall. 1 year left on his deal. Ooh, that could be interesting. How much trade value does Cam Atkinson have? Ooh, not a lot at all. So Cam Atkinson, how about this? Tried for, so let's say these 2 prospects and my 2nd round pick this year for Cam Atkinson, a fourth this year and a 6th and a 7th next year. They will do it. So let's do it, boys. Canzanello moves down and trade accepted. Cam Atkinson, welcome to Brooklyn, my good Bello friend. Let's put him in the lineup right away. So I might just put Cam Atkinson right here and make Sherbak a healthy scratch. I don't know. Do I put him on the 4th line and take out Pelletier, who's doing well? I don't know. Would that be crazy? Yeah, it probably would be. So let me put Sherbak on the 4th line. So let's see. Atkinson, as of now, 62 games, 31 goals, 31 assists. Let's see what happens for the rest of this season. So the Dallas Stars are a good team. Let's go see them. That'll be a nice test. Andreas Janssen, injured ribs, so fix that up. So we lost against the Coyotes. We shut out the Toronto Maple Leafs. Then we lost 3-1. Back-to-back 3-1 losses against the Sharks and the Avalanche. Then we shut out the Flyers 5-0. We beat the Vegas Golden Knights 3-2. Sherbak back spasms. All right, so I guess you're out of the lineup. Let me fix these lines up again. So Janssen goes back to his spot, and Pelletier will go to the 4th line left wing spot. I think Sherbak had 8 goals, 17 assists when I last looked. So I guess he got a goal and assist on the 4th line. Good. Hope that woke him up a little bit. 3-2 overtime win against the Florida Panthers. Let's check out the updated draft classes here quickly. Doesn't look like a really crazy year for rookies, to be honest. The scouts are telling me the usual things. Yeah, I'll check this out when it gets time to the playoffs, when I gotta send out my scouts again. 4-2 loss against the Senators. Rangers, we beat them 3-1. We are 47-25-1 coming up against the Dallas Stars right here. Burnaby, we finally have a winning record, 35-32-6. Nice. First period, 3-2 for the Stars. Ivanov, Klingberg, and Ivanov. For us, it's DeBrincat and Marner. Alrighty. Second period, 3-3, thanks to Benson, who ties it up. Not a lot of shots for either of us, but there's been 6 goals in this game. 3-3. Goal for Tyler Seguin. Blumdahl. Come on, Bello. Come on, Vesa. Power play for us. Nothing from it. Who's going to tie it up? Power play for the Stars. We kill it off. Who's going to tie it up? Nobody will tie it up because no one has any Volia. So now we continue on simulating. End of the season's coming around the corner. So why don't we just go see the Montreal Canadiens, who are 27, 40, and something. I'm going to sim next. I'm going to go to the game against the Ducks and then put Sherbak back in the lineup. So Sherbak back in the lineup there. We beat the Hawks 2-1 in a shootout. We lose 7-6 against the Jets. We beat the Ducks 4-2. We lose 5-1 against the Buffalo Sabres. The win number 50 comes against the Columbus Blue Jackets, our first ever 50-win season in Brooklyn Bello franchise history. We beat the Kings 4-1, the Oilers 3-1, and now we are looking to end off our best season ever with another win here against the Canadiens, who are 30, 43, and 8. Let's see it. First period, nothing. Second period, goal from Alex Ovechkin on Peter Mrazek. Let's finish it off with a W, boys, on a fairy tale season, a great, great year. At least 4 more. I think we had 48 wins last year, so 4 more wins, maybe 5, than our record best. Power play, nothing from it. Will there be any more scoring in this one? There will not be, except for an empty netter from Mitch Marner. But we win this one 2-0 to end off the season. Another shutout for Thatcher Demko, just to put a cherry on top of the cake of what would be a great 2024-2025 season. Ovechkin sprained ankle going into the playoffs. Of course, that had to happen. So I'm just gonna put Pelletier in for now, substitute in all lines, and hopefully he'll be back as soon as possible. And that's it, boys. We finished the season with a record of 53 wins, 28 losses, and only 1 overtime loss. Now, was it enough to win us back-to-back President's Trophies? It was not. We were the wow. So last season, with 48 wins, we were the #1 team in the NHL. This year, with 53 wins, we're the #5 team in the NHL. Even with 6 more wins than Buffalo, because they had 14 overtime losses, we finished below them. So, wow. So, ROW's regulation plus overtime wins really were second in the NHL. But wow, so Toronto won the East and won the NHL with 111 points, 53, 23, and 5. They just had 4 more overtime losses than we did, which we had as losses. But I count that as a President's Trophy / almost President's Trophy win, not really a 5th place finish. Power play was at 20.7%, PK 81.7. Both could have been a bit better. I'm pretty happy with the power play, but the penalty kill could have been a bit better. But it wasn't the worst. Good season in Brooklyn. We won the Metropolitan Division, which I'm happy to see. Mark Scheifele, 78 points in 82 games, led our team in scoring. Big year for Mark Scheifele, 32 goals. Alex Ovechkin with 71 points in 79 games at the age of 39. Big improvement on last year. He hasn't scored more points than that since 2018-19. He scored just as many in 2021-2022, but a huge year for Alex Ovechkin in Brooklyn. Cam Atkinson, in the 19 games that he played, got 1 goal and 6 assists. So it looks like he's pretty pissed, to be honest. And not what I bar. That second line right wing spot is a curse, man. No one can score there. Marner 68, DeBrincat 60, which is very nice to see after a couple of bad years, especially last season. 60 points for Alex DeBrincat this season. Kyle Connor 57 points. Is that a career high for him? It ties his career high, and it's his highest with us that he's ever gotten, especially the last few years. 57 points for Kyle Connor. Janssen 50 points, went 25 and 25, continuing to decrease over the years. He's a good second line left wing though. Dylan Gunter is at a career high. It is in goals and points in his second season here. 39 points on the third line for him. Hampus Lindholm with 42 points is very nice to see. A bit of a decrease from last year, but still very nice. Dougie Hamilton with 39 points, very, very nice as well. Sherbak, 27 points in 77 games. Blah. Pelletier, 26 and 73. Byers, 25 and 82. That's a career high for him as well. Down on the fourth line there. Pelletier, not as much as last season. Didn't play as many games though. Mason Shaw, 24 and 82. Gersic, 23 and 77. Not as good as usual, but it's okay. Benson was a plus 22. Axel Anderson a plus 21. Byram a negative 6. That's weird. Who was on his pair? It was Byram and Hamilton. Did Hamilton's plus minus go down? He's a plus 10? Yeah, it did. Even Lindholm. Maybe I should put them back together, Byram and Lindholm. I think I will do that. Goalies, Thatcher Demko, 45 wins, 18 losses, 1 overtime loss, and 10 shutouts, 2.06 goals against average. Insane. Blumdahl struggled, 8-13-0, but he'll be better next year. It's okay. Imagine what those games could have been if we had a better goalie. Demko led the NHL in wins, in shutouts, one of the best goals against average and save percentages. I'd say it's only Hellebuck who's up against him for the Vezina Trophy. Rookie skaters, it was Boucher with 49 points. And rookie goalies, Suglov, yeah, he's definitely going to win the Calder Trophy. 90 overall, 30 wins, 25 losses, 2 shutouts for Vladimir Suglobov. That's not even that good though for a 90 overall. BPU, bro, you're trash. In the whole NHL, Sidney Crosby, at the age of 37, scores 91 points. Matthews scores 49 goals and 90 points. Was that legally? No. Timofey Grigorenko, 60 goals and 13 assists. That's crazy. How does someone even do that? Vigilante, 58 goals and 21 assists. That's just crazy, man. Stamkos, Kokoniemi, all these guys. Defenseman, leading scorer in defenseman was Morgan Riley with 66 points. Yeah, plus 49. Plus 49. Fox had 53 points. Adam Fox. Heiskanen, 53. Did he lead the entire league in plus minus? Yes, he did. He was tied with Franzen and Hedman. Mats Franzen. So big year in the NHL, as always. All those bellies are smiling. In Burnaby, our leading goal scorer was Sheldon Crowder. Tied with Grachev, though. Andre Grachev. 80-point year for Andre Grachev. Wow. Could he be our fourth-line center? Yes, he could be. He's 80 overall. What's Crowder at? He's still 79. So Crowder, 101 penalty minutes. What? He had 4 penalty minutes in the U.S. He had 101 penalty minutes in Burnaby. 80 points in 82 games, though. Very nice to see that. What's his discipline at? 84? Okay. Grachev, 80 points. He's definitely our fourth-line center next year. Noel Tonge, 59. After this, it really drops off. Plus, minus, these guys at the top were doing well. Laxinen, man, he just can't get it going. He has that medium top 6 potential. He was a first-round pick from Chicago. I traded for him in the Pacioretty trade. Nothing, though. Tervainen, negative 26. Yikes. A centerman with 65 faceoffs, that's why. Gourmet Morris, 20 points. Wow. Garbage. But it's okay. Quickly make those changes that I just mentioned about with the defense here. Should I call up Grachev and have him play fourth-line center? 77 faceoffs. Mason Shaw is better at the faceoffs, but 84, 72, and 80 for the other defensive categories. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Grachev. Not as good as at faceoffs, but I don't know. Did we make the playoffs in the AHL? We did not. So I think I will call up Grachev. Oh, I forgot to mention that I sent down Canzanello at some point. And how did he do in Burnaby? In 18 games, he had 19 points. All right, so he did well. Dakota Canzanello. I didn't want him just wasting away up in the as a scratch, since we weren't getting any injuries. So if I could call up Grachev, can I just call him up straight without... no. I'll be over the salary cap. What? So I'll have to call up Grachev and send down somebody else, which I guess will be Neil Carson, since he's the only guy that doesn't have to go through waivers. I guess I'll do that. But now that means that he's out of the lineup. Oh, he wasn't even in it. Okay, Pelletier is the one who is here. So I'll take out Mason Shaw, and I'll put Grachev, and maybe that'll do something for the playoffs. If not, Mason Shaw can always just come back into the lineup. Not the end of the world. I'm going to put Sherbak at the top on the third line. I think that's how it should be. Gunter on the third line. These will be the lines going into the playoffs. Defense like this. So let me know any thoughts on those, but I think those will be it. Barron, Shaw, Ovi will come back into the lineup for Pelletier soon enough. Hopefully before it gets too deep. But who will our opponent be in round number 1? Let's see it. This year in 2025, our first round opponent will be the Washington Capitals. All right, so the defending Stanley Cup champions, we will be taking them on. The 2 Stanley Cup champions of the last 2 years are going head-to-head in round number 1. So I'm going to fix up the scouting before I move on, but that'll be the end of this episode, boys. So let me know your thoughts on the lines. It was a wild ride. We are ready to go for the 2025 postseason. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.